I recently watched. I'd never seen The Hangover Part 3 because Part 2 was such a fucking disaster that I
haven't seen any of them.
Hangover Part 3 got worse reviews, but frankly, I enjoyed it a lot more than 2. To the point where the thing is, it's such a different movie from the first two. Because the first one, let's ignore the second. The second is literally the exact same movie, but dirtier and in Bangkok. Everything else is identically the same. But The Hangover...
They want the same jokes and shit, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Same fucking everything.
I thought they could put the bird there, but
the Hangover, the first Hangover movie.
Oh Christ!
No.
Ooh.
Yes.
That work,
maybe.
Sort of.
You're still probably screwed.
Oh yeah.
The first Hangover movie.
Oh.
It's the four guys. They get
crazy. The last one in this one, though.
It is. Yeah, it's the last level. The four guys. They inadvertently get roofied. They go and they're trying to remember their night.
Getting roofied.
Yeah. Well, that's the second movie.
Oh, gross.
Yeah. And it wasn't... All right. In the second movie, they don't advertently get roofied. Alan is trying to roofie the person who is like the replacement for Doug in this particular party, and everyone winds up... He injects They keep calling it Roofalin, but I've always heard it as Rufinol.
There's a bunch of different ones.
Yeah, Rohypnol's one.
Rohypnol, yeah.
What is the actual medical use for these awful drugs?
Sleep. I think.
I guess that makes sense.
It's like a knockout drug, basically.
I think the word for that is sedative.
Sedative. Thank you. That's a punch you in the face is drug. You know, we have a couple of those. But no, in the second movie, he's trying to knock out Teddy, the sister of the woman that Stu is marrying, and instead everyone has it, so everyone gets knocked out, and it's basically a repeat of the first one. So in the first one, they accidentally roofie themselves, have a ridiculous night. They have to remember it so they can find Doug because he's missing.
Is there such a thing as a virtuous roofie? Like, you're like, I really just don't want to hear this bitch talk anymore. I'm going to roofie her and then go home.
No, that would be virtuous.
Is that virtuous?
That would be
drugging
someone.
A shitty use of a shitty drug, asshole.
Okay, virtuous may have been the wrong word.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Hey, would you call her heroic roofie? Because no one wanted to hear her talk, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
The third movie is actually basically the movie they clearly wanted to make with the second one. It's got one of those standard end of trilogy, this is the end sort of motifs running through it. But it's
well done,
John Goodman's character.
John Goodman's in it?
Marshall, yeah. So in the first movie when they run into Black Doug and they're like, you gave me roofies, I wanted ecstasy. He's like, oh, Marshall's going to be pissed. John Goodman is Marshall. Who kidnaps the four of them because Chow, the Ken Jeong from the first movie and the second one, stole $21 million worth of gold from him shortly after the events of the first movie. And
wow, that's
Goodman basically holds Doug hostage until they can get Chow back. And this whole thing is about them trying to wrangle Chow and get him to show up for this thing, but he keeps escaping and he betrays the fuck out of them and all this crazy shit. And but one of the things that I really enjoy about it is, and I actually want to make a video about this, is that I think that they really played up that Leslie Chow, the Ken Jeong's character, is the embodiment of addiction through the trilogy. Because they play up that he's just a bad he's a bad part of Alan or Alan's life. The kickstart to this whole thing, the reason the four of them together have nothing to do with the party at all. It's because they're taking Alan to a fucking intervention. They're taking him, or they had an intervention. They're taking him to a psychiatric facility. Yeah. It's look, you're kind of broken, and you don't understand the things that are going on around you. We need to fix you. You need to be better. You got to understand. He's all right, fine.
There it is.
I don't know. It's good, but it's the kind of thing where it's barely. It's
no, drop that fish.
I'm trying.
Oh,
damn it.
It's really.
Yeah, no, I got you, man. That's rough. But that's not bad.
Yeah, that's it. It's almost not even a comedy anymore.
9.
It's still very funny, but it's more of an action comedy instead of a mystery comedy like the first two.
Yeah.
I actually really liked it. But that's kind of what I think you would almost need for a follow-up to our movie is it can't
I digress and plug.
It just no. We've never actually named, as far as I know.
We've named it.
I don't think we have. Not lately.
This got fucked right out of the
Yeah.
gate.
What-
If you can get that fish, close enough.
That might do it.
Well done, sir.
There you go. Okay.
Now I'll survive.
The
Whoa! Big dick play over here.
the point of that whole digression is basically like it can't just be a retread. It's got to have a different voice to it, and it's got to feel like it can stand on its own, and it's got to feel like it is a meaningful. Like it's gotta have a reason for existing.
Speaking of which, have either of you seen the new Ghostbusters film?
No, what do you think?
I'm gonna credit where it's due, though. So I had to find my voice for this one.
Yeah.
Doug Walker's said it had a very simple format: funny joke followed by unfunny joke.
Yeah.
I liked it as a whole, but there's a lot of moments where the writing was off.
Now here's my question, and I haven't seen it. I still want to. I like those actresses. I like the idea of kind of bringing it back in a different way and stuff. And I get the reasons for why people are upset with it in general, prior to the movie coming out.
Well,
I don't
there's
agree with
I
them.
think there was a lot of unnecessary hate, and now that it's
I
out,
agree.
there's even more unnecessary hate.
Also agree. I get why people would have been pensive about it. I don't agree with any of the hate. Now, 80s comedy is one of those iconic periods of time where it just seems like the good comedies were just fucking rock stars.
Yeah.
But going back and watching those now, there are some comedies that I enjoyed a lot as a kid even, and ones that were really ones that were very popular in the 80s and even early 90s where some of those jokes don't really hit the same way anymore, and I'm wondering if it's just that we're more critical now of comedies than we used to be in the 80s.
I don't know.
I do love the original Ghostbusters, but it seems like it was one of those movies that almost shouldn't have been as big as it wound up being. It just kind of accidentally was awesome.
That's those are a lot of arguments that they make.
Yeah.
There's because one of the things he said was a lot of people were talking about, but the Ghostbuster when they do this and that. It's if you really watch those scenes, it's 3 or 4 guys standing in place with special effects going on in front of them.
It's a bunch of it's 3 schlubs and their new black friend sitting with a bunch of vacuum cleaners and doing their thing.
Yeah,
and it's
sort of, but at its core, my biggest complaint was like he had said, really funny joke followed by just phoning it in. I could give you a bunch of examples, but I'm not gonna. Oh Jesus! Damn it. I'm not gonna stymie this really intense gameplay we've got going on here by having a talk about that movie. So anyway, back to this. I see a lot of owls on the board, huh?
Keep talking about the thing. Talk about the thing. The owls are not what they seem.
So, all right.
Oh, speaking of...
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
No, I was going to say this earlier, too. I haven't heard from Alex in a long time. Yeah. And then, for the last 2 weeks, my phone has been blowing up. He's hey, guys, we should watch Stranger Things and play D&D.
Yeah.
Oh, man, if that happens, I'd be down for that, actually. I've been meaning to watch that show.
You're not invited.
I was going to say, you weren't on the text thread there, buddy.
Fine. I can see when I'm not wanted.
You have to play D&D, asshole.
I've been desperate to play D&D, but I can literally never get more than 1.5 people at a time to actually be like, oh yeah, I'd play.
I think Alex was reaching out to the old high school group.
No, I know. I figure that's probably the case. I mean, if it's the old crew of what was the name of that one of that film you guys were working on at the time?
Fuck.
Well,
Al was making
Project Zombie, that thing.
Maybe
there was a bunch.
That game the gamers style movie.
Oh, the thing that never took off.
Yeah. I mean, that's not how I remember it. I got to see it at one point. What there was, I was like, this actually isn't bad.
It was like we got through the character introductions.
Yeah.
And then as opposed to trying to finish the film, he just
had a bunch of bloopers and shit, wasn't it?
No, they all died on the way to the fucking place. The van they were in crashed.
Oh Jesus!
It was they never got to play D&D.
The end. Oh man!
I flew too close to the sun.
Wow, damn!
I took a risk and it did not
pay off.
Can I
try?
Yeah.
He says, not handing over the controller. Oh my god!
Just let me beat this one. I gotta beat this one.
Try it.
No, you can try the next one.
I don't want to try the next one. I want to try this one.
Dustin, what did we say?
You always get to play. I drove up for fucking nothing.
There's a new Slack channel at work now for D&D.
What the fuck's a Slack channel?
Oh, so Slack is a think instant messenger, but it's like geared towards like companies.
And
like
it's
you can
a chat
make new
room
channels
for your
you can,
business.
Yeah.
With like different rooms.
Why did you do that, man?
That's actually it's a pretty decent move.
No, it wasn't. You just got 3 combos.
Dustin's like, mine would have been better.
This will be good. This will be very good. Oh wait, nope, because that's gonna happen first.
Oh fuck, that's annoying.
I
How do you
hate when that
determine
happens. That really bothers me.
The order.
But the
Fishman.
there's a D&D
Good
channel in there,
job.
and we're joking about which editions and all that stuff, and it's like, all right, just we have a problem at work of having too many Slack channels and just coming up with new shit too often. Like the app that I worked on now has like 8 different Slack channels with slightly different people in them. But like the D&D one, they were like, oh, we're gonna wind up with different ones for every edition, aren't we? We're gonna have D&D 5e, D&D 4e, and D&D 3e. And like my response to that was like, all right, guys, over under on D&D 4e, D&D 4e having fewer than 10% of the regular users of 5 or 3. And it's like,
seriously.
yeah,
I liked 4.
No, 4 was lame.
I didn't like
4.
My problem with 4 is it felt like it took the player out of the equation when it came to battle.
My explanation was, if you're level 4
Yeah.
and you're a barbarian, you have a move that does 46 damage. If you're level 4 and you are a sorcerer, you have a move that does 46 damage. There's not really any real difference among game mechanics for classes.
No, maybe I'm crazy with this, but like one of the reasons I liked it is it took a lot of that focus off the crunch, and I know that's a really fucked up thing to like want to get rid of,
Yeah.
but to focus on stories. Like I've always been story driven,
In the
so
middle,
like
the owl.
removing all the power gaming, all the
don't-
stupid shit.
There it is.
Like I thought that helped. Not that
Oh,
I don't
I'm
like the
dead.
new edition, but that's the way it felt. Oh, you fucked that up.
My biggest problem with 4, I only got to play it once
In a
or
minute,
twice,
Dustin,
but
in a
my
minute.
biggest problem with
Play.
4 was
Wait till I don't have a vendetta against a level.
I actually
play.
really did not like the fact that they got rid of the checks.
Come on,
check
come on.
system
I'm just gonna keep yanking on
disappearing.
your arm now until you freaking come on.
Doing the dice rolls for checks disappearing was actually a bigger problem to me
Come on,
than I
come
thought
on.
it would be.
Oh, is he what? Yeah, those dice. Give me the controller.
Jesus Christ. There we go. I don't know,
Just-
and I
now
know
I
that
need
it's
to,
like
Now
I
you're
need to
afraid
beat
I'm
this
gonna
one.
beat it on my first
It's like
fucking
You do
play of
good
the
on you,
game.
but I wanna beat this one, and then you can feel free to have a go.
I don't. No, I want to play this one.
That wasn't right.
No, it wasn't. That wasn't much better. Just like that dad outside. Stop.
our windows are open, dude.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
This game is pretty good though.
Hey guys, what if we just yell at the people who can hear us? They yelled so we could hear them, so we'll yell, and also they can hear us the same way. It'll be good. We should just do that. We should do that
I
all
don't
day.
fucking care.
Yeah, this is Dustin's house.
That's true. Yeah, he has to live with the consequences.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Nope.
Oh,
Fuck you! That's obviously not what I wanted to do. I'm sorry, Dustin. I know I'm being a ball hog. I'm gonna let you play in a little
He's
bit.
hogging so many balls right now.
you're just gonna make me start on the hardest difficulty.
He is. If he beats this level, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Dick, I thought you wanted to play, Dustin.
Yep.
Oh man.
I just gotta get this corner a little bit leveled out.
There you go.
Okay.
Good job, John.
Can we have hamster
Ba-ding.
pants now? Hamster dance?
Yeah, I remember that. Did that turn out to be like one of the virus-like things?
Virus things? No, viral things. Yes.
Because I just feel like anything back in the day that was like that was just a smoke screen for some truly heinous shit.
Maybe it's entirely possible. It wouldn't. I always felt a little like that might have been a possibility at the time. 'Cause I'm like, why does this exist?
Like, I feel like we discussed this before, but like one time my sister downloaded a program. And what it did was every time you clicked a button, a little sheep would pop up on your desktop.
Okay.
And if you kept clicking it, you could have a bunch of sheep, and it looked really cute.
Was this called After Dark?
No, it wasn't After Dark. It was
Okay.
just a little sheep. But what ended up happening was it was like one of the most heinous fucking viruses
Oh no!
like my family ever had to deal with.
Oh, that's awful.
Oh yeah, but well, actually, I found out some really stupid shit that my sister may or may not have done.
Oh.
Like back in the day, she used to go on to chat rooms
Oh,
And
yeah.
for some reason, like one of the things my mom would do to punish us is take
Was
away.
force you to use a chat room.
No, was take away our login credentials. Like she'd make it so
Wow.
we couldn't log
Yeah,
on anymore.
You guys were like into like the role playing chat rooms. I remember that.
Yeah,
I was
remember
pissed
that.
because we were poor and I didn't have AOL, and I always tried to get in there and I couldn't.
But so what ended up happening was, my sister got sick of that, so she wanted one of her friends to install a back door on our shitty
Oh God.
Hewlett Packard fucking desktop.
No, yeah.
I think I can see where this is going.
Yeah, so she stopped talking to that guy. He got jealous and just put it on the fucking internet to say, "Hey, we wants to fuck with some folks. Here's the thing you can do." So like emails would get changed, instant messages I sent people would be
Jesus.
fucking with.
That's some fucking devious shit.
Like, literally 20 years later, I find out about this nonsense.
Oh my God. That's fucked up.
Oh God,
Bird.
I am proud of where she is now, but back then, God dang.
Oof.
That's a nice thing that you just said about your sister.
Well, it's true. I mean, we've
Doing
both
alright.
come a long way.
I'm proud of her, the bitch.
Yeah, the fucking.
That's pretty much exactly right.
No, I really. No, it's cool. I'm gonna be sad when she moves out and I have to buy my own house. And
Fuck you, game.
oh, good job, John.
Fuck you.
You're still in it?
Yeah, you just need to get 43 more. You can do it.
I just gotta get a fish right here in the percolator.
There you go.
Now
Oh,
I can
shit.
have this owl come
Fish in
straight
the
down.
percolator. Oh,
my
you
God.
need a Rick so badly. Right on top of that column.
We all need a Rick every now and again.
No, the other one.
That's okay.
the
You
right.
can still get it.
I don't know what you're trying to say. And
That
this is
one,
why,
right
this
near
is
the
why I
bottom.
don't listen to you.
You would have if you ignored it as long as that you would have died
Probably
also.
Maybe.
Yes.
Stupid.
You just have to be. I'm sorry. If
We're
you're
gonna come
gonna
back.
do that, be more specific.
I was very specific. I
You
said,
said you need a Rick on the top of that column.
Everyone
To the
needs
right,
a Rick
yeah,
at some
one to
point.
the
We're
right
gonna
of where
keep
you
saying
were.
that. I'm just gonna keep fucking.
there's
saying
not
it.
enough time for me to go, all right, you're going to drop into the fourth column and have the Rick on the top so it can drop on top of the
I
Rick that's in the
understand,
middle
but
of the
do you
top
see how
right
it
column.
could be confusing if I'm unclear about which column you mean?
I've been trying to impart that you should always be looking at the middle two columns first for anything that you're doing. I was hoping that would be between the
Did
two
you
of
get
those.
a 1-up? Did that happen?
Yeah, if you get like your big if you get a 5 combo, I think either 4 or 5 combo, you get the 5 combo does the 1-up sound. The 6 combo does the little like the and then everything after that does the same thing. We're gonna come back next time.
Are we? We're still in the middle of the fucking level.
I know, but we actually had 2 episodes in this and we didn't break between them, so we'll see ya.
Fuck off.